Managing money is hard. Tracking everything is hard. That's why banks have a bunch of different systems in order to make customers understand better what they spend. But the thing is, I don't like banks. I don't like the concept of doing things on banks software. I don't know why. And that's why I created a platform that basically at first it was just a script. So I have here some scripts, ignore Webable here because this is the platform. Anyway, I have scripts that will help me budget my things right on the terminal, right? So this is all in Portuguese, but anyway, it helps me do stuff, okay? So I can like calculate shit that is in a very like unconventional way, but I have here a bunch of like tracks of my stuff. You can see that I'm kind of broke, but anyway, all right. And then I thought, okay, I maybe could do something like this on the web. Why? Because maybe I could help my family with this. Maybe I can give it to, I don't know, family members or friends that might need it, or just, I don't know. I don't know, I was bored, I can create shit, you know? Anyway, so I just created here me and Cursor. We did it together because I'm not gonna do anything web related myself because I don't like it. And here we have Webable, and it's like an AI-powered personal finance dashboard, but it's not heavily focused on AI. You're gonna see it. So we can create an account, we can log in. Everything here that you will see is on local host. Okay, everything here I have locally, and I'm gonna explain later. So I have a bunch of like tests here, but anyway, I'm just gonna do the video. And this is what we have. At first I have, alright, financial intelligence background, welcome user. So, right, this is a totally new user, okay? So I didn't create anything. So we don't have, this is in Euro, by the way. I'm not gonna create for dollar because I live in Europe. And then you have modern sites output basically because when I was trying to structure this, I thought, okay, we have a mother database and their children that will be smaller databases, and you're gonna see how it works later. So here is just some graphs because we want to understand decently what we have: total income, expenses, saving estimates, and then financial health score. You're gonna see how that turns out. An activity feed. So let's just create a workspace called example so you guys can see it, okay? So create. And then we have here our database. Yeah, and then we have some status. This is basically a log. My nose is really terrible right now. So we can add a source of income, an expense, a one-time transaction, and we're gonna go to this, calculate months and long-range projection, which are the things that I like the most, okay? Also here, currently is just waiting for the execution. And then we'll see the income entries and etc. And then I have here ask AI about my finances. And so if you watch the video, I have an AI hosted locally on my PC, which is Olama, and I have both models, the Queen something 7B and the 3B. So here what I did is that I linked them both. So whenever I type something here, it goes as an input to Olama, and then it will generate something. So, for example, let's say that we have our job, and it pays us, I don't know, 1300, and we save it. Cool. Now, as you can see, we have some info here. Okay, name, job, amount, date today, etc. Job, and we have income entries, expense savings, and transactions. Anyway, and also let's pretend that we have, I don't know, we have a small, I don't know, maybe we just hustle and we get like 50 a month, I don't know, okay. And then on expense, let's say that we have our rent, which is, I don't know, in Lisbon everything is expensive. Let's put 600, and then, I don't know, average stuff, like food plus bills, okay, and it amounts to like 300. Okay. And then here you can see the entries, you can see the outputs, etc. And there are the technical logs here because sometimes I want to see the database. And then I can ask AI like, okay, if I double my salary, and let's just be specific, my job, how much will I save after 3 months? So we ask, and the only bad thing about this is that we need to wait a little bit, because I will go to Llama and then I will ask, and then I need to wait for a Llama to think, and then I need to gather the output of a Llama, and then I need to update it on the website itself. So yeah, it does take a bit. Uh, and while it thinks, I'm gonna just come here and explain the one-time transaction. One-time transaction here. Oh, let's see. The linear salary will increase by 200%. Useful observation. So new monthly would be job plus hustle. Okay, it summed up. Okay, it's bad. Okay, I know it's bad. But anyway, uh, it's this, and then increased monthly savings would be this minus 900, and then I would save this. Yeah. And then it has some practical steps here. The one-time transaction are for the things that are not monthly, that don't have monthly. So for example, I don't know, let's say your birthday is on this date right here. I don't know, this like birthday, and you got 50 from your grandma or something, and then it goes to a one-time transaction here where you can see the date and realize what's going on. And let's say you gave something to your daughter, I don't know, so 2026, 5, we are on 13 today. So like birthday gift, I don't know, daughter. Then you gave her 30, we have to put minus here, save. And then, okay, we had minus 30 and we had 50 plus, okay? And that's it. Now, the really powerful thing about this, and it is also the thing that I use the most, is calculate month and long range projection, because sometimes it's hard for us to really see uh, the way of how things are going to work. So if I go and calculate month, let's say my month, I want to calculate month 5 of 2026. What do I have? So I have my estimate savings on 470 euros, my total extra income, again, because I just, yeah, it's this, and then my monthly expenses. So it has a breakdown, okay? So my income, my expenses, and then my net result, which is 470 euros. Now, the thing I like the most is the long range projection. So let's say I want to calculate from last month, and I want to calculate if things go smoothly for 15 months, for example, right? Again, this is not 100% perfect because we might have like multiple one-time transactions. But anyway, run analysis. So here we have a bunch of calculations being made here. You can see that when we had more money because of our birthday, we received more. And here, if we keep saving 450, and again plus 20 at the end, for I think I put for 15 months, we'll have roughly 7,000 and 7,700 euros. Yeah. And yes, so we have the best month and our worst month again, just in case we have like a volatile salary or like income. And then here we have our dashboard. So we have our savings here. I tried to do a graph, but it's not the best. You just ask the cursor to do it, but this is just because we went from like 470 to 450. All right, and then we have here our time fee, so we can see everything that we did, so we don't forget it. Expense entry saved, etc. We can see here, like simply put here. And then we can have multiple databases. So for example, let's say we have, just because we can, basically. Do we need it? No, but we can. Say I can just have another. and then I just come here to another, I open, and I say that, like, well, I one-time transaction today, so 2026, on 13, and I won the lottery, and I don't know how to write lottery, and I got, I don't know, 50,000 euros, yay, okay, just because I can. When I go back to my dashboard, it will calculate everything from both databases. This is not doing. Ah. Oh, this is because it's not. Okay. Uh, yeah, we have it here the savings estimate. We have 50,000 here because of our one-time transaction. And this is just related to salary and monthly shit, because I didn't think it would be like smart to put one-time transactions here, because again those are one-time transactions. So maybe if you have like a volatile source of income, just try to do like an average. Okay, so you can think like averagely, and then you will need, of course, to calculate it like every single month. Like it's one of the curses of having a volatile salary. Also, I put the AI button here because I just thought it would be useful. So if I invest 30% of my total of my savings with a uh, 0.7% interest, how much will I have after, I don't know, 6 months? And then we send it, then we wait a little bit, but we can close it and it's gonna save. I think, by the way, this is the first time I'm actually trying the shit. I was just trying to see it on the like on the databases themselves. I don't know. Yeah, this won't work. Oh, maybe it won't work because I changed pages. Oh yeah. Well, I did this test here. This still needs improvement. I just finished like the rough of it, and I thought, all right, let's make a video about it. If we go to example when we ask the same thing, so if I invest 30% of my savings with a 0.7% interest, how much will I gain after 6 months? So let's ask AI about this. And then we'll wait a little bit. Again, while we wait, this is it basically. We can create multiple accounts. We can calculate months and stuff. The thing I like about it is that everything is stored locally. So all the databases, even the AI, all the users, all the money, everything. Let's see. You can gain 44 euros units of interest from investor. Oh, hold up. You have 30% of your savings. Okay. You invest 30%. Okay. Which is a salary. You gain $10 from over 6 months. Okay, so I'll gain 10 euros. Alright. Investing savings can provide a steady stream which can help you achieve practical steps. Consider increasing your investment frequency or adjusting your investments to potentially maximize it. Yes, because after 6 months, only gaining like 10 is like shit, alright? And yeah, and I don't think someone's gonna invest like only. I mean, if it's what you can, it is what you can. Anyway, and basically that's it. This is the tool. The name is Webable just because I just wanted to like put my script on the web, and I just came with Webable. Like it's a random ass name. And I would really appreciate some feedback of things that I could put. Again, we have logout. I have like another user here because I was trying to test stuff, and math classes, and then I have a specific user that has specific metrics here, because if you see here I have a different box. But anyway, I would really appreciate some feedback, and if you guys could tell me like I don't know, you could improve this, or this is shit, you're stupid. Maybe you could like improve the way you calculate stuff, or maybe the overall structure of it. Give me any ideas. Because honestly, I can open source this. I can just put it on my GitHub, and I think it's gonna be useful for anyone that low key needs it. And that's it. Don't forget to subscribe, by the way, and leave a comment. I really like comments. If you don't want to subscribe or just comment in the video would make me really happy. Goodbye.